What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. What is going on, folks? It is 7:26 p.m. It is August 7th, and this is Wednesday. And we are back live on, I was about to say Twitch. No, we are on YouTube today. And you know what? I'm starting a little bit early. But that is going to be a trend, folks. So what I wanted to talk about today, kind of a light VR news day, actually. Not a lot of stuff is going on in the VR gaming industry today. We don't really have a lot of super juicy news tidbits, but we do have some stuff to go into anyways. So we'll go ahead and get into it. But the first thing I wanted to start off with is scheduling for this show. Okay, so Monday through Friday, I was saying that the show's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, every single day. That is going to change. I am going to try 5 p.m. So we're going to move up the show 2.5 hours to 5 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully that will help out people that are back east, and it'll also help out some hardcore late night people in the UK and stuff like that. So we're going to start at, my cat's over there. So she's sitting over there. She's not in her normal spot. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. She's over there. She's looking at me like, what are you talking about? You just fed me. But yeah, no cat. The cat is there. There is always a cat. But what was I saying here? So we're going to start at 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, noon Pacific, both days. Both days are going to be noon Pacific. So Saturday is noon Pacific on YouTube. Sunday, noon Pacific on Twitch. And then Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Now, the downside of this plan is some days I might be getting home from work like 10 minutes before I got to start the show. And so shiz shows galore. A lot of shiz shows are going to happen. But other times I get home at around, I might have an hour for show prep. And so I'll just immediately come home. I'll immediately do show prep and I'll immediately bang out the show. And then I can have dinner later and do that kind of stuff later rather than waiting around. So we'll see how that works. So starting tomorrow on Twitch, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and then Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube. We're going to try this out. We're going to see how it works. Okay, in chat, Homo Sauce says, when are you going to do another episode with Bobby Blackwolf? And you know what? I would like to do another episode with Bobby Blackwolf. He was probably one of the more interesting guests that I had. Definitely has some interesting thoughts. The last time we had him on, I knew he was going to be getting a Valve Index, and I kind of said, we got to get you on after you have your Valve Index, after you've used it for a while. And I did check in with him not too long ago, but he really hadn't had time to screw around with his Valve Index too much. He had just gotten it, and he hadn't even taken it out of the box and everything. He hadn't gotten around to it. But by now, I got to imagine he's really gotten around to it, and he's probably got some detailed thoughts on the Valve Index. I'm guessing he's probably tried an Oculus Quest by now, even if he doesn't own one. And so it's probably a good opportunity to check in with Bobby Blackwolf, get him on the show again, and ask him about a bunch of the Wolf, am I saying it weird? Bobby Blackwolf. If I'm saying it weird, whatever. But yeah, I would like to get Bobby back on the show if possible. Hussein X says, it'll definitely 100% help me out. 1 a.m. start time in the UK, better than 3:30 a.m. Man, that is just, but really, either way, you should be deep asleep. Dude, at 1 a.m., I'm probably already on my fourth dream at 1 a.m. I'm trying to have a lucid dream at 1 a.m. by that time. Okay, and PKG KRB is talking about the first big news story of the day. So let's go ahead and bounce over to the webinar. And we don't really have new. I mean, we don't have anything but a couple of pictures on Twitter. This is what we have. So this was tweeted out, I believe, 11 hours ago. 11 hours ago, this picture was tweeted out, Dirt Rally 2.0, showing the dude with the VR headset. And then 7 hours ago, we got this follow-up picture. And then we've got a Dirt Rally 2.0 launch trailer that has been pinned. And so, you know, the insinuation is Dirt Rally 2.0 VR, which is going to be exclusive to the Oculus store. Remember, there was a lot of controversy about this. Oculus stepped up to the plate. Jason Rubin and company stepped up to the plate. They threw down a couple wheelbarrows full of cash to Codemasters and said, bro, give us the VR version. Give us exclusivity or give us death. And Codemasters said, thank you very much. We'll take a couple of those wheelbarrows full of cash. We'll whip up a craptacular VR version. No, I don't know. There is... A lot of people are speculating, though, that this might be kind of like, are they really trying hard? You know, are they really trying hard? I think there's a couple of impressions. Some people might have played this and said a couple of things about it, but that's basically all the information we have. So we don't have a date. We really don't know, you know, when exactly is this going to arrive? But yeah, they're definitely tweezing it. They're teasing it. They're trying to get us excited for the arrival of Dirt Rally 2.0 in VR. And why don't we go ahead and bounce over to the Oculus subreddit, because there might be some discussion on this. Let me go ahead and refresh this and let's see if they're talking about, yeah, so here it is. Oculus Rift support for Dirt Rally 2.0 with version 1.7 tomorrow, ? So I guess there is a new version that is coming out tomorrow, available August 8th. You know, maybe it is. Wait. Never mind. Hold up. Okay, so they are going to have a new version of Dirt Rally 2.0 for the regular flat version tomorrow. There's going to be like some new maps and stuff. Some different things are being added, community events, some different things like that, right? And then I guess in the Steam community announcements, it says, we're not talking about VR yet, but it won't be long now, promise. Okay, so I guess we just kind of got boned here. Let's see, the Dirt Rally Roadbook, August 2nd. That's August 2nd. With VR, I'll buy it instantly. VR version is the only thing missing. When is it coming? So these are hours ago. VR is coming. Yeah, so I don't see the comment. Oh, right here it says, and also just to get ahead of the expected response. Okay, so wait, this is August 2nd. And also, just to get ahead of the expected response, we're not talking about VR yet, but it won't be long now, promise. Okay, well, that was August 2nd. So 5 days or 6 days later is 6 days later, are we getting VR? I mean, they did have the picture there. So I don't know. This could possibly arrive. Let's see if they've got any kind of... So patch 1.7 won't have VR. I want to buy your game, but no VR, no buy. Where is my virgin reality? Hope you fixed the frame rate. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care about VR, not paying £500 to stick a stupid plastic box on my head. Okay, well, that's kind of where VR is right now. We're still not mainstream, not by a long shot. But yeah, it does look like it is incoming in the not too distant future. So good news there as far as Dirt Rally 2.0 is concerned. Okay, so did you guys tune in to the Twitch episode yesterday? If you did, you had an opportunity to win a copy of No Man's Sky. F. Frank donated a couple of codes to some different games. One of them was No Man's Sky. One of them was Sprint Vector. One of them was Super Hot VR. We did a little trivia thing, which is what we do for the giveaways. And that all happened yesterday on Twitch. Not a lot of people really showed up, so maybe we needed to give away many more No Man's Sky codes. But if you didn't get that code, there's kind of some good news. No Man's Sky, 50% off until August 21st. So this is kind of timed along with the Beyond update arriving on August 14th. The VR support is coming, and so it's 50% off on Steam. Now that takes the price to $29.99, and to be completely honest about it, you guys already know this, there's been better deals out there. There was a deal, Green Man Gaming had a deal. I think it was like $25, but you could use like a 12% off code or like a 15% off code, and you can drop that price a little bit. So I think there's better deals than this $29.99, $30 price, but you know, it's better than $50, right? Or $60. Kind of crazy that it's actually full banger at $59.99. And then on PlayStation Network, they've also got it for $25. And these prices, I believe, are going to be good up until August 21st. So if you're still looking to get your hands on No Man's Sky, there are some options as far as that goes. Let me go ahead and go back over to chat, though, because I want to see what some people are talking about, because we're probably some Dirt Rally 2.0 talk going on here that I missed out on. So let's go ahead and check this out. VR Spry Guy says, you guys in the UK are hardcore, or are they just crazy? Okay, true hardcore, nice time for a shot of sake. Let's see, Revive to the rescue, I hope. That is Raging Beard. Yeah, are you going to be playing Dirt Rally 2.0 on your Valve indexes? Del Wolfensparger, my best friend Anthony, Dirt Rally is cool and 2.0 would be awesome. Sadly, he is my only friend. I sure hope not. I hope that is not true. No line about says August 8th. Yeah, there it doesn't appear. Apologies for getting you guys hyped up as far as that goes. We're going to be waiting a little bit longer, I think, for Dirt Rally. Frank Zappa says, Codemasters can be a frustrating developer. Frank Zappa, really looking forward to Dirt Rally 2.0. And I hope we can have Revive for Dirt Rally 2.0. I would imagine Revive will work. You know what I mentioned about yesterday in regards to, was it yesterday? I think, yeah. I think it was yesterday. Or maybe it was the day before. Actually, it was the day before. I was talking about Sports Scramble for the Oculus Rift does not work in Revive. And I thought part of the problem there is the game wasn't officially available. It's going to be officially available tomorrow. And then what happens is people immediately try it. It doesn't work. They email the Revive guys, and then usually they look into it really quickly, and then maybe they add some little line of code or something that fixes it, and then bam, it works. I would imagine a very similar thing is going to happen with Dirt Rally 2.0. So Wizard 101 says, Anthony, you need to have Alex from Play PSVR back. Yeah, you know what? I mean, the thing about having Alex back on, the interesting thing about that is really I could just ask Alex, what the hell is going on in PSVR land? Because there just hasn't been much going on. PSVR has been really slow. Like, has there been much to report on in PSVR world? Why don't we actually go over to the PSVR subreddit real quick and see, is there anything going on? Like, I mean, I'll admit it, I haven't been doing a good job of covering PlayStation VR stuff. And I know there's some more recent releases that have happened, but not really anything major. It's been kind of slow in the last couple of months for PSVR gamers. So, see, people are still talking about Beat Saber, that's kind of old. There is this story that Sony has captured 1/3 of all VR revenues, kind of, and there's, discussion back and forth about that. I was looking at these discussions earlier, and it's funny, I saw somebody got into like a back and forth. Okay, Immersive Matthew, this guy Immersive Matthew got into a back and forth discussion about the Oculus Quest and PlayStation VR, and they were kind of battling it out. And Immersive Matthew, like this story is about Sony capturing 1/3 of the VR hardware revenues. And so Immersive Matthew is like, nah, brah, it's all about the Quest. PSVR is old news. And so here's what Immersive Matthew is saying. He's saying this is lagging data. Leading data indicates that the Oculus Quest is being searched for on Google and YouTube more than any other VR headset, including PlayStation VR, by quite a margin. Then this guy replies and says, wait a minute, the Quest is new. The PlayStation VR is 3 years old. Just because people are searching for a new product doesn't mean they're actually buying it. And then he replies, that is very true, but the evidence suggests people are buying it, and a lot of it. It's in the Amazon top 100, blah, 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 blah. Here's what I would say to this little argument that is going on back and forth. This is what I happened to really get into when I jumped into this little thread, which is nothing about the actual story itself. But I kind of agree with this guy, Marshall 5AQW. Dude, the Quest is brand new. This is the honeymoon period for the Oculus Quest. Talk to me in February and March of next year. Okay, after this entire holiday season has come and gone, what's going to be going on with the Quest in February, March, April of next year? That's what matters, because all the hype will have dissipated by that time. Then it's a little bit more of a decent head-to-head comparison. But you can't compare the Quest to PlayStation. You'd have to go back to the PlayStation VR's first 6 months and try to see how much people were searching it back then. The Quest is brand new. I don't think that's a fair comparison there. But anyway, I just happened to see that. That was a discussion that was going on. A lot of folks are talking about Wipeout VR is insane. By the way, I mean, I've already reported on this several times, but it is free this month for PlayStation Plus members. So you might as well grab Wipeout Omega Collection so you can do that. I saw this as well. Let's click on this. Still don't understand why they didn't bring these across to PlayStation VR 2. That, of course, is, I think they called it the navigation controller. 200 comments. Lack of positional tracking, mainly. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And we always get into these discussions virtually every day. Honestly, I would say every single day, someone in the PlayStation VR subreddit makes a comment about the controllers. Why aren't there new controllers? And that's all in fact, even in this thing here, people were talking about new controllers. And the Sony captures 1/3 of VR hardware revenues. They were talking about new controllers in that thread as well. And people I kind of want to slap them. I kind of want to slap some of these people. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for wanting to slap them? Because, dude, you gotta understand, you don't switch things up halfway into the. It's the 7th inning. You don't switch the game up in the 7th inning. You don't change the game up at that point in time. If they were to come out with brand new controllers for the existing PlayStation VR, You've now created the haves and the have-nots. So now developers need to program games for the OG PlayStation 4 in VR, for the PlayStation 4 Pro in VR. Then they need to make them compatible. They've got to think about, okay, somebody might only have a DualShock, somebody might have the Move controllers, somebody might have the brand new Move 2.0. Dude, it would be a nightmare of nightmares stacked upon each other. You don't do this. Accessories like add-ons are not normally successful in the first damn place. I mean, you go all the way back to like the Sega 32X, all the different add-ons that have ever happened in the video game world. Typically, it doesn't work because you got so many people that have it, you got so many people that don't have it. Developers can't count on it, so they don't bother with it. It ends up getting dropped. I mean, it happened with the PlayStation iToy thing. It happened with PlayStation Moves originally when it was just like Sports Champion, like, you know, just the whole Wii Waggle thing. It happened back with that. PlayStation VR has actually been relatively successful, all things considered, when you consider it's an add-on. It is an add-on, and yet it still survived. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, there's not much going on in PSVR world. I mean, not much has happened in PSVR world. In fact, we can go to the No Man's Sky showing in PlayStation VR sale. Let's click on this. Will it take us to the sale? No, of course it doesn't. But like if I went to the PlayStation VR store real quick, I just don't think much has happened. Cavernous Waste. See, whenever I search that, it usually would take me right to the PlayStation Store. They've kind of changed up the PlayStation Store because it used to take you right to, now you got to go over here and click on this like this. But new on PlayStation VR. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I think we looked at this actually like a couple of days ago or a week ago. Not much is going on. I mean, Sorrento is on PSVR recently, but it's expensive as hell. I mean, crazy expensive. Scraper is $20. It arrived on PSVR recently. Project Lux arrived on PlayStation VR recently. But I mean, it's, oh dude, I have a Mars Alive code and I've never even entered it into my PlayStation 4. Damn, I feel bad for the freaking developer that sent me that code because I never tried it. Like, that's bad on me. That really is bad on me. That's bad. I feel very bad about that. Oh man, I just realized that. Yeah, I mean, like PlayStation VR hasn't had much hype since way back here. Let's see, what date was this? Yeah, so like late May, early June, PlayStation VR did have a little bit of hype going on because you had Vacation Simulator came out, Trover, Blood and Truth, Five Nights at Freddy's, Everybody's Golf VR, virtual reality. You know, there was some stuff that was popping off. There was actually something happening. But since then, it has been kind of a graveyard in terms of the PlayStation VR games that have been coming out recently. I wonder if everybody's shitting on Wolfenstein Cyberpilot for PlayStation VR as well. I mean, the ratings are really high, but you can't really trust that. So yeah, it's been a slow burn in PlayStation VR land as far as I can tell. You know, but I was wondering, has anything gone on? But yeah, I would like to have Alex back on the show, but we kind of need to have something to talk about. So that is an issue. Let's go ahead and see what folks are talking about in chat. A lot of PlayStation VR not really popping off discussion, and let's see, probably nobody really cares. Let's see, going back over here. Let's see. So CM are all about consoles. We all know this. It certainly feels like, Codemasters, I guess. Codemaster are all about consoles. We know this. It certainly feels like they make games for consoles and just throw their annoying PC user base a subpar port to grab a few extra pennies. Pretty harsh. Hussein X says he's talking about Dirt Rally 2.0 given Oculus is part funding it. Though VR version might just come to the Oculus. Yeah, it's exclusive as far as I know. As far as I know, it's exclusive to the Oculus Store, the VR version. I don't think we're going to see it on Steam, honestly. True Hardcore says Quest has the numbers. Slay Blaze says Quest is not even 3 months old. Main Fan, Quest is old news to me. Dude, Main Fan, you might as well sell your Quest off, dude, because you're just not the Quest guy. If you were going on vacations all the time, you'd probably like the Quest. But yeah, if you've got a dedicated man cave and you've got high-end VR headsets to roll with, you know, I mean, I still fire up my Quest because I still like, you know, there's something about just turning it on. Oh, good news, folks. I am going to be checking out Red Matter. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to talk about it, I think, until the 13th. But I am going to be checking out Red Matter on the Quest. So very soon I'm going to know, is it really as incredible as it looks? I'm going to know very soon. I'm not going to be able to talk about it for a little while, but I'm going to be able to know very soon. Main Fan says, slap them. True Hardcore, slap them, brah. Hit them hard, Anthony. Rudel Zavedno, Del Wolfensparger, slap happy would be yeah, slapping people in VR. We need better hand tracking, though. We need like a glove. Oh, man, there's something about a slap, too. Like if you connect on a perfect slap, I used to do this thing called slap boxing. Did anybody ever do this with their older brother? My older brother tried to toughen me up, and we would used to do slap boxing, and so we'd be in the backyard. Like he was trying to train me, so like if I ever got in a fight, I wouldn't get my butt kicked. And so, you know, we put our dukes together. And then it's like basically what you're doing is instead of punching somebody, you slap them. You know, I mean, obviously it's slap boxing. You know, that's what it is. But we would be done slap boxing, and our faces would be red as hell. My face a lot redder because he was like 5 years older than me, so he would whip me up pretty good. But he did toughen me up a little bit. That was a good thing. But have you guys ever seen these Russian slapping championships or whatever, where these people like it's slapping, right? Yeah, they go up and they just wham and try to slap the hell out of somebody, and like people have been knocked unconscious and shit by getting slapped. It's some crazy stuff. I just want to slap them because, dude, you can't have a new controller at this point. You're going to have to wait. You have to wait. I mean, well, see, True Hardcore says Rift is making new controllers. I love my Rift S. Yeah, but the new controller for the Rift S, the functionality is identical. The reason everybody wants new controllers for PlayStation VR, they want new controllers because there's no thumbstick. So they want dramatically improved capabilities. The other thing too is new controllers don't solve the fact that the tracking is garbage. It's this light-based tracking, which Sony absolutely has to get away from that. So if they were to bring out new controllers for the existing PlayStation VR, they would have big giant light bulbs on the top of them, just like the regular. They would have to do the same thing. And no, we're going to get away from that. So you just got to wait. Patience is a virtue, folks. Patience is a virtue. Okay, Slayblaze says late May was when the Quest came out and stole all the thunder. Jarillo says, I have a man cave and PCVR headsets, and I bought a Quest 2. Curiosity, to be honest. And Frank Zappa says, it's all fun till you cup somebody in the ear. Dude, slapping in the face can hurt. It can really hurt. And Slayblaze says, yes, the Russian slapping champs are hilarious. You know that one big YouTuber, Logan Paul? He was going to do, Anthony reminds me of Tony Montana. Tony Montana, man. Tony Montana, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. Tony Montana, man. But who was it? Logan Paul, you know, the YouTube guy? He was going to go to the Russian slapping thing, but then somebody said, no, bro, you could get fucking brain damage. Like, you can get hit so hard, you could end up with brain damage. So don't do it. Okay, so anyways, we spent a long time on this little PSVR thing. Okay, so let's go back to our standard situation over here and back to the news. Even though news, not a lot of it, very little of it. But you know what? I do have some trailers, and there's a very interesting product that was... There's a Kickstarter for this Weightless VR. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this trailer, but I have the teaser trailer for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, and let's see what we think about this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. Here it is. Let's full screen this puppy. Okay, there it is, guys. There it is. And I gotta tell you, I've got a number of thoughts. There's a number of thoughts that immediately came to me upon looking at this trailer, and none of them are good. None of them are, in fact, some of them are very bad, and some of them could get me into major trouble. But I'm gonna talk about it any goddamn way. And it's all, you know, it's jokes, right? Jokes. Like Chris Rock had a joke recently, got in major trouble for that joke. Okay, so the first thing I thought when I saw this trailer is like that TV, that big ass TV right there, way too close. That TV is way too close. That TV is just asking for an ass whooping. It's asking for a freaking tomahawk kick right to the middle of it, especially with somebody that's bungee jumping, doing flips, jumping all around like a crazy man, right in front of a gigantic TV. I mean, that is way too close. This is worse. This is worse than that one video where a guy's got a baseball bat with a VR helmet on, and there's a freaking LCD on the wall that isn't that far away. This is worse than that. That TV is just asking to die. Okay, the second thing I thought about this is this guy, A should be with Cirque du Soleil or whatever. This dude should be in Las Vegas. Okay, this guy should be on Cirque du Soleil or however you pronounce it, okay? That was my first thought about the guy. Second thought about him is maybe some ballerina training, you know? Maybe he could be in some kind of ballerina thing doing, I mean, look at that. Or maybe the U.S. gymnastic team. The third thing I thought is, shouldn't this guy be writing Secretariat rather than doing a Kickstarter? Shouldn't he be writing Secretariat? Because is it an optical illusion? Because dude does look a little bit vertically challenged. And look, I know that's not fair. Look, we're all stuck with what we were born with. But it's like, it almost gives a false impression, man. It's a false impression because it's like, dude appears to be very short to me. And if he's very short, I think it looks like you could use this more. But if you have a regular, normal-sized person in this thing, is it really usable? You think about the ceiling height of your ceiling and all of that. And then also the other thing I think about when I get onto this whole thing, the other thing I think about too is like, okay, look, I know we've got an entire subgenre of bungee jumping games in VR. I mean, it's such a popular genre. There's so many bungee jumping games in VR. There's so many games where you're jumping out of an airplane in VR or free flying in the air. I mean, there's a million of them, right? It's like a subgenre on a subgenre on a subgenre. So if this did come out, it would be super awesome because, I mean, I've got probably 5 different bungee jumping games in VR already, and this solves all my bungee jumping problems. And I'm sure it's not going to take me 25 minutes to get strapped into that thing. I'm sure that's not a problem. And of course, yay, I could do the splits, and I can do a flip. And I don't know, dude. What is this all about? Okay, really? Is this the way we need to play Blade and Sorcery? Now, if they do come out with a Cirque du Soleil simulator, this would be great for that. It'd be great for like a ballet simulator. And it's great for the burgeoning genre of all the bungee jumping games, like the whole running in place thing. And then how many times is this guy doing it where he doesn't even have a VR headset on? It's like, why are you showing it to us where you're just flopping around there? Yeah, 300 bones. I saw some discussion on this on one of the subreddits, and this one guy checked in and he's like, dude, you can buy all those things that this guy has for like $180, but the guy's putting it all together in a package for $300. He's ripping people off. And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, wow, so many things to think about. A picture is worth 1,000 words, folks. A picture is worth 1,000 words. And these moving pictures worth tens of thousands of words. Tens of thousands of words. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's go to chat and see what some folks are talking about here over in chat. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Going down, trying to see where we can get to this. Yes, Red Matter. Quest is PC VR Parasite. That's Rudel Zavedno. Main Fan has the ultimate man cave. Doesn't really need a Quest. Jarilla says, I have a man cave. Okay, no, we covered all that. People are dumb, aren't they? Oh, wait, let me go back. $300 for some elastic. How does your cable not get tangled in all that mess? Wait, what? I'm gonna need a drink. That looks crazy. That's true hardcore. The VR Mang says, tell you bungee jump into your 80-inch 8K TV. Slayblaze, why didn't we think of this a long time ago? Nice music. Deli Wolfensparger likes the music. Oh, you can't say that on YouTube, Anthony. I know. I'm probably going to get hell of in trouble. Look, dude should be on Secretariat. I got to say it. I can see the guy's head going right into the TV. All the things I have wished for VR, this has never been one of them. This might be cool, though. This might be cool, like if you were doing Free Diver, or if you're doing like Lone Echo, some of those games. Because I have actually thought about this, but I've thought about it more from a standpoint of location-based entertainment, where you go somewhere and they would have a free floating thing. I've seen things actually. In fact, Nathy, when he went to China, they had a bungee jumping game that was in China actually, where it was bouncing him and it was like the video was showing like he's way up in the air. But this is more of like a location-based entertainment thing. It doesn't look like something that you would have, like, look at that thing in your own house. Somebody's going to think you're like some weird sex pervert person that's doing some crazy, like you see that in somebody's room. You're like, oh shit, we just saw the dungeon room, 40 Shades of Grey or whatever. Slablay says, imagine Winlands with that thing. How would you mount that safely to your ceiling? Yeah, you need some heavy duty mounts straight up. You would need some heavy, and True Hardcore says, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about actually getting this. Raging Beard, surely only suitable for specific games and arcades. Dude, you have the perfect room for this. No, I'm good, dude. I am good. I don't think I'm going to be in Cirque du Soleil anytime soon. The VR Mang says, Weightless VR comes out of cost of having to RMA everything in your house. I would destroy my living room in about 5 minutes with this contraption, but your wife would love it. Your wife would love it. Think what it would do for your sex life. You could do backward flips and things. Yeah, F. Frank thought the exact same thing. If you bring a girl over to play VR and she sees that hanging from your ceiling, she might ask a few questions. Absolutely. Yeah, so that is funny. That is very funny. But yeah, I mean, you just never know what you're going to see. I do like the tights that girl is wearing. Not in any kind of like perverted kind of way. I like the very bottom of them where they're like see-through on the bottom. Let's wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Right there. Okay, see how they're kind of like see-through on the bottom? I think that looks kind of cool. I don't know. I like those kind of tights. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this topic. So they do have a Kickstarter. Actually, you know what? We can go to the Kickstarter page. Wonder how many backers they've got already. Let me find this Kickstarter page. And is it over here? No. Right here. Yeah, so Weightless VR, a weightless in-home virtual reality bungee system, because people just have been complaining and crying for this, and I love the pose right there. Don't you love the pose? You know, you gotta love that pose where it's like, oh, flowing off Peter Pan into the wind. You know, you gotta love that pose right there. Okay, the problem of movement in virtual reality has been so far solved by extremely expensive and badly designed treadmills, which were dead ends until now. Now we have something that makes so much incredible sense, and it will not destroy anything in your house, nor will it require you to have incredible brackets on your ceiling that can hold up to 500 pounds. So anyway, what they say here, based on a system used by stunt doubles in movie production, think more Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Our system will keep the player in their play area all while, assuming you have a play area that's like 20 feet by 20 feet, all while allowing them to have the most fun possible. By having full freedom of motion and the support bungees, a player can safely lean back and dodge bullets like Neo, or dive forward into virtual water and start freely swimming. Players can now dive to hit balls or catch virtual objects, all while knowing the bungees will bring them safely back to center. You might even dance or fight freely with another avatar. Well, you know what? If this does actually keep somebody, like if this really does keep somebody within a certain play area, I could see there's 9 backers. So this means he's got, okay, so obviously his wife is a backer, he's a backer, wife or girlfriend's a backer, he's a backer, and he convinced 7 of his friends to back this. It's got 51 days to go. They're only trying to get 30 grand, so not asking for a hell of a lot. Almost 10% of the way there. Almost 10% of the way there. Nick D'Angelo, I'm a writer, nationally award-winning artist. I'm at Cirque du Soleil, and on the weekends I ride Secretariat. I'm an innovator at heart, always. So yeah, interesting, man. Can be installed on ceilings from 7 feet to 15 feet. Dude, how could you use this in 7 feet? No way. There's no way. Okay, I'm using a 10-foot HDMI extension, 10-foot USB extension, and power extension to raise the headset wires above my head onto the ceiling. This system works seamlessly with VR spatial tracking systems, so game developers don't need to change anything to make our system work. Take up no floor space at all when not in use. You're just going to have a million chains laying there looking like you're some kind of freaking Clarice. You know, it's like, what was that movie? Silence of the Lambs or something. Looks like you're doing some kind of Silence of the Lamb type of thing. My play area in the video is 12 feet by 12 feet, but can be any size as long as you stay within the limits you've set yourself. The system makes almost no noise. Foot noise is greatly reduced, also because the bungees take a majority of your body weight. A great solution for people with disabilities and handicaps using virtual reality. I mean, that's good. That is legitimately good. Interesting, man. Interesting. We get some funny Kickstarters. We really do. We really do get some funny Kickstarters. We got to be very thankful for some of these crazy Kickstarters. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back over to our standard scene. I do have some trailers that I wanted to run through there. I do like those tights, and it's not in a sexual way at all. Trust me on that. not in a sexual way. What was I going to say here? There's a game that released today. Why don't we go ahead and check out the trailer for a second to kind of jog our memories, and then we can go ahead and check out the Steam page. This game was often delayed. We're talking about The Last Player VR. Let's go ahead and check a little bit of this trailer out. All right, well, that is The Last Player VR Battle Royale. Was delayed quite a bit. Let me turn this volume down here. Yeah, this game got delayed quite a bit, but it is available today on Steam. It is coming to us from Skyline Games, and it is going for $17. So 15% off. Normal price is $20. You can grab it for $17. Another Battle Royale style game in VR. And God, the competition is pretty fierce. You know, where the hell is Population 1, by the way? Like, we've been waiting for Population 1. I remember when I had Population 1 as a first quarter 2019 game. It's not even going to probably make the third. I mean, we're running out of time here for it to even make the third quarter. This, of course, is The Last Player VR Battle Royale. It does have 10 reviews. Game is okay, not the best, but not the worst. Pros, good graphics, fun gameplay, decent player base. So anyway, this guy says, after that, PUBG in 2D looks like something. Okay, could be good in future, but right now it's pretty horrible. The audio is absolutely garbage. You never know where the shots are coming from. The fights are a laggy mess, especially with the audio as messed up as it is. Graphics pretty solid, but animations take a hit. Yeah, did you guys see that guy running? It was like running like... It was running like one of those old-timey movies that are in black and white. So that is The Last Player VR Battle Royale. You know what my recommendation is in regards to this is, hold on a second, I'll show you guys real quick. YouTube, and then let's go to rendered reality. Rendered reality. Okay, and so rendered reality, I believe they have a video not too long ago where they played this game. I don't know which one it is. Now I can't find it. But yeah, I know they have a video where they tried this out. So you probably want to check out their video because they'll probably have a pretty good breakdown on that. Of course, I go to it and damn it, I can't find it. So never mind. But anyway, so The Last Player VR Battle Royale, that is out today. But guess what? In the world of shoot, shoot, bang, bang games, there's even more of them that are coming on the way. In fact, tomorrow, I'm trying to click on this so we go to this. Here we go, finally. Okay, so if I go look at upcoming games, tomorrow, Special Force VR Infinity War. This releases on August 8th, tomorrow. Unlocks in approximately 22 hours, so it's going to be a late night hype kind of a release. Graphics look pretty good. I grabbed, now this is This developer, I don't know if they're like from Korea or something, but I know it's an Asian developer. Not sure if it's Korea, Japan, or China, or who knows what. Graphics do look pretty impressive just looking at the graphics. Why don't we go ahead and check out the trailer for this one? So let me go ahead and pump the volume up on this, and we'll check out the trailer. Okay, so that is Special Force VR Infinity War. We can go back over to the Steam page right here. The Infinity War part is probably going to get a lot of searches and hits and stuff, so it's going to get a little bit of recognition from that. Upload VR, Special Force VR Infinity War is not an adventures game. It's a new shooter. Duh. Yeah, but people are confused like that. Here is another article uploaded by Upload VR. If you would like to read it, please click the above link. Yada yada. So yeah, it is the battle of the shooter bang bang games on Steam. 2 shooter bang bangers back to back. This looks a little bit more arcadey than the other one. And I don't know, but I gotta say, like, animations, what is the deal with animations in these kinds of games? Because the animations of the humans, very stiff, very awkward looking animations. But I mean, it's a multiplayer game, so I guess part of it. And then what's up with all the, holding your gun up here and shooting, hold your gun this way, hold your gun that way. Let's do all kinds of crazy things with our gun. So this is coming to Steam VR. It's compatible with like Windows Mixed Reality, Dragonfly, and Reality Magic is banging away on this puppy, and the publisher is Dragonfly. So yeah, not sure if it's a Korean developer or what, but I did some searches on it. I know it's definitely, I think it might be a Korean developer, but I'm not positive on that. But yeah, so we got a couple of shoot bang bang games. Is anybody excited for these? Is anybody hyped for these? It's just not my genre. I will say this, the rendered reality guys, this is their genre. Like, they know this stuff. They've played all of these. They played War Dust, Contractors, Onward, Pavlov. They've played all of them extensively with gun stocks and all kinds of stuff like that. So you probably want to check out some of their recent episodes because they're, a very thrilling grenade battle. That is Mike in chat. Rudel Zavendo says, I'm fed up of shooters. Shirzad Khan City says, snooze force. Main fan says, let's add Infinity War to the title for more money. Dude, it's smart. If they can get away with putting Infinity Ward on the end of that, that is very smart. Like, I give them much credit. Like, the Last Player VR kind of screwed up. Like, I think these guys have a better title. I don't know if it's a better game. Blam Crotch says 1 player battle royale. Another Onward wannabe. I like leggings on a woman, but not in a sexual way. Yeah, that's who's saying it. Dude, no, there was nothing sexual about it. No, I didn't just like the leggings. I liked how it was see-through at the very bottom, like where her calves would be. It's a good look. I've seen that look. I've seen women jogging around, and it's like, that's a pretty good look. Slayblaze says, the rendered reality guys are into gun stocks and so on. Yeah, they're really into this stuff. Ninja Quafer says, you forgot Astrobot for fantastic game on PlayStation VR. No, dude, have you seen my Astrobot episode? I have an episode where I was nuts about Astrobot. And I talked, basically, I had played Astrobot literally like 5 minutes before I did the episode. And I was crazy about Astrobot. You should have saw that episode. Yeah, Ninja Quafer, you got to check out. Just do a search for, I might have been VR Game Rankings back then. Was I VR Game Rankings back then when I did that Astrobot episode? But do a search for maybe Anth has a calf thing, I guess. That's main fan. Okay. Yeah, I got a calf thing. All right, let's see. Did we have any other news stories? Nah. I mean, the only thing I have left, folks, is I do have our Oculus daily deal, but it was a thing that I've never heard of. But I can go ahead and talk about it for a quick second. So the daily deal is premium bowling. It is going for $15, 25% off. Standard price is 20 bones, and you got a little over 3 hours in this deal. Never played it. I have never played premium bowling. Right now, I like the bowling actually in Sport Scramble, but it's not a realistic bowling game. It's very unrealistic, in fact. Let's look at new releases. Yeah, nothing really new has come out as far as that goes. So there's nothing new over there. What about if we go to Quest? I haven't checked out... Oh, whoops, I screwed up. Can we go back? Okay, I want to go on this Quest. Okay, and Quest, I just want to take a quick look at new releases on Quest. So I think Ninja, what do you call it? Comes out tomorrow, right? Yeah, Ninja Legends does come out tomorrow for $20. And then a bunch of games are coming on the 15th, like Pinball FX2 VR, of course, Red Matter, which I'm going to be trying very soon, and Time Stall. Is it Time Stall? Something like that is going to be coming. So yeah, Quest has some games that are coming up pretty soon. But that's pretty much it, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got some other stuff that I still got to do before I hit the sack. But let me see here. I'm going to put my little outro background on the screen. So that's going to go ahead and do it, everybody, for this episode of VR 365 Live. Kind of amazing that we ended up with a halfway decent show, I think, because you know what? I thought this show was going to be craptacular. I really did. I was looking at I was almost thinking, should I just cancel this show? Because it's like, what am I going to talk about? There's nothing really going on. I don't have anything meaty to talk about. But somehow we made it through another episode. So that is good news. We've made it through another episode. We've made it to the other side. And that's going to do it. So tomorrow I will be on Twitch 5 p.m. Yeah, we're going to try this new 5 p.m. thing. It's going to put pressure on me, man. It's going to put serious pressure on me because if I end up if I get to work late and then there's traffic, I might be boned. But we're going to try it out. We're going to see how it works out. And the downside is a lot of times I'm going to be coming home from work, coming in here, putting my lights on and trying to get things set up real quick. And then bam, just boom, just being on. And I guess I'll try to have to figure out some news stories before I get home is what I'm going to have to do, which hasn't been my normal routine, but I'm going to try to figure it out. All right, folks, that'll do it. I will see everybody tomorrow on Twitch. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. Take it easy. See you guys then. Later.